In our wildest dreams, nobody imagined, you know, I didn't set out to breed a Grand National runner. I wanted to win a point-to-point.
This is Bobby, and he's got so much character. For such a little horse, you would never think, oh, this is going over the Aintree fences.
His whole attitude and demeanour towards his work, he just loves being exercised, being out of his stable, going to the races.
He's one of the family, definitely. He's definitely one of the family. He's an affectionate chap as well. I think he's probably very ruined up here with Gina. But he loves my little granddaughter too. She can lead him around and stuff when he's done his work. And yeah, he's just one of the family. It's very special.
So Gina and I had talked about taking a professional licence out for a number of years, really. We've obviously achieved plenty point-to-pointing. The yard's grown very large now. It was sort of something was going to be a step to take. It's just probably been accelerated a bit by Latenightpass and having a shot at the National. I just felt that, you know, however long we train horses for, we'll never have another one that Mum bred and my wife's going to ride in the greatest race of all. So
Bobby's the first foal I've ever bred, out of a mare that my husband bought for Tom to ride and got an injury, so we decided to put her in foal. She's only young, and Bobby was the result, the first foal. Born at home on the farm, and other than going to dance at 2 cross-country races, he's never left home. So seen him born, and yeah, 11 years later, this is where we are.
My first memory of Latenightpass goes back to my one and only ride, myself at Aintree, and it was April the 13th. And I was riding in the Fox Hunters Chase for a chap called Freddie Huxby, and he was born the morning of that race. So, like, it's really weird how it's all sort of worked out up to this point, but like, whether fate's got anything to do with it or not, I don't know. But yeah, my first memories of him was 3 o'clock in the morning, watching him suckle off his mother for the first time. You know, that's literally, we have lived the horse's life. And we wanted to have a shot at the cross-country race at Cheltenham.
Hill, Latenightpass for England, Frankie de Burley for Wales, Latenightpass staying on strongly, powering on the hill, beginning to draw clear for Gina Andrews, and it's Latenightpass who wins the Glenfarclas Crystal Cup.
She's obviously restricted to licensed trainers, and at the time we didn't hold a licence, so I was best friends at school with Dan Skelton. We've been good mates ever since, and I spoke to him about it and he said he'd take him on for me so we could get the opportunity to run him in that race, and that's what we did. So he's done a great job with him this year and looked after him well for me, definitely. I think every trainer starting out just wants to have a high-profile horse that will get their name out there and, you know, fly the flag effectively for the yard, and given the opportunity to have him in the Grand National for your first runner is like an opportunity that not many people get. So we're very, very fortunate, and we cannot wait.
I think I'm just carrying on like normal, really. I've not done anything different to what I would normally do because, you know, at the end of the day, it is just another horse race. I appreciate it's a very big race, but I'm not keen to be changing anything that I would normally do. So yeah, I'll just carry on like normal and until the day.
Stage now, I'm very nervous, but I'm counting down the days, and I'm very privileged and honoured to be leading Bobby up in the National. And any result is going to be amazing for such a little horse like that.
We dare not dream that he would win, but you know, we feel very privileged to have such a good horse, you know, good enough to get in this type of race. See, if he won, it'd be an absolute dream come true. And we're at the start of our training career, as it were, really. You know, we've obviously trained a lot of point-to-pointers, but this is the beginning of hopefully the next chapter, really.
The Grand National's the greatest steeplechase in the world. And I think when you describe it like that, it really sums it up. And I suppose there's a bit of naivety on our part. It hasn't really dawned on me yet. Like, it all seems a blur, to be honest, because, you know, there's been a lot going on behind the scenes here to get everything in place for April the 13th, and perhaps hasn't quite hit me the magnitude of it yet. I think we've started to have a bit of an increase in press coverage and stuff, and that's sort of driving it home that perhaps this is a really big event. You know, I think get a bit closer to the time and it's going to sink in a little bit more. But yeah, it's a massive thing to have a runner in that race, so I cannot wait.